All right, question for you next on Dave and Chuck the Freak. We want to know from you, what is the pettiest reason you've ever broken up with someone? 1-855-954-6969. That's the way to reach us. 1-855-954-6969. Or you can text us at 46969. Someone said they broke up with someone because their ideal home temperature is lower than 70 degrees. They couldn't handle it.
I got a buddy who keeps his place at like 62. And, you know, he's married and has kids, and they're just forced to deal with 62. You know, 62 is
I couldn't do
is
that.
tough.
I couldn't do 62.
62 is tough. I'd be frozen solid.
You have to be somewhere on the right temperature
To make it work,
right.
like, you know.
Yeah. 62?
Yeah, that's cold.
62.
I think I was a 68 guy before I met Amber, and then now I'm like a 71.
68's cold.
68 is cold. But I like the cold never bothered me before.
Right. I used to be a 68 man. And I'm probably in the 70. I'm 70 man now, I
Really?
think.
You
Yeah.
turn up the
Only
heat?
in the winter. But
Right.
then
No.
in the summer, I want it to be frigid.
We're 71 year round.
Oh, wow.
Hot and
Yeah,
cold.
no. When it's the summer, I want it down still.
I don't mind between like 65 and 68.
Yeah. Yeah.
My mom and stepdad are having problems like this right now. She's complaining that he likes it too warm. And they've been married for a very, like, over 30 years.
My mom and dad going through the same
what
thing.
is that? She's like, I want it to be cooler, and he
Yeah,
wants it to be
we
warmer.
get
hot
cold.
flashes. The women get hot flashes,
And
the
we go
guys
the other
don't.
way.
Yeah, guys get
They get cold.
We
Winter
get
blood
cold
and
all of a
Yep.
sudden.
colder.
Yep, because the Bryster used to be the most frozen person alive, and he would be like, "That's right, freezing cold." And now my mom will complain. She'll like, "Oh yeah, he'll go over, and then it'll be 74, 75." You know, and I can feel it. No, like I can feel it happening to me, where I used to be, where Andy's at. And all of a sudden now it's like, you know, and I got some other stuff going on. And,
Right.
But I can see the temperature going up, and I don't like it. I don't enjoy it. I feel like less of a man.
Oh, absolutely. I told you I wear a blanket sometimes on my legs in
I
here.
know.
I'll get you guys a couple of shawls for your birthdays.
Oh, thank you. I could use it.
No, it is. I don't want to be cold. I've never been cold.
No. Like my buddy was like, yeah, keep it at 62, and then he works in the basement. I'm like, I'd be dead. They'd find me. I'd be like that guy's friends. Like, what happened to Chuck? He's been dead, frozen in the basement.
Yeah, it is true. I think maybe you're apart when you get together as men and women. You come closer together, and then it
go
flips.
apart.
Yeah, like it's okay for a certain number of years, and then now you're seeing it.
Yeah.
Broke up
You
with
can
someone because of the way he chewed.
Sure. Yeah.
I can see that. I can see you doing that, Chuck.
Oh,
you
yeah.
really pay attention to that stuff.
Yeah.
How people chew, how they eat. I think if it was someone, like if you, our old boss used to, you would watch him eat and say he didn't open his mouth wide
He
enough.
couldn't.
To fit
He
the
had
food in.
he had a tiny
Tiny
mouth.
little mouth.
Yeah.
So if that was a partner of yours,
No.
It doesn't work out.
someone else
I
said,
watch, if I'm with someone, like if I find someone attractive, I am watching them eat.
Yeah.
Like it's weird.
I don't, because
weird.
I don't like watching anyone eat.
I
so
don't
I
either.
don't pay attention to that at all.
I guess I'm just making sure it's all okay.
yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, I
unless
don't
it
pay
stands
attention to
out, and then I'm like,
Right.
uh-oh.
Yeah.
But I'm not, like, looking for anything.
If I notice something,
That
You
happened
know-
to me.
What happened?
I stopped seeing that girl because of the way she ate corn on the cob.
Oh, yeah. I
It was-
remember
it
you
was
mentioned
disgusting.
that.
see,
It was absolutely disgusting.
What happened?
Yeah.
Like, did corn go
It was
flying?
all over her
and-
mouth and her face.
Yeah,
and
that's
she
a
was
tough
like
one.
eating it like she hadn't eaten anything in like 6 months.
I think that's a bad food to eat
It
when you're,
was.
like,
It
dating
was.
or whatever.
No, you
Corn
shouldn't.
on the cob,
I
that's
could
like
never-
marriage food.
As
You're
soon as
right.
I saw it,
you're right.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
There's
gotta,
certain foods you gotta wait until
be
you're
locked
married.
down before you break out the corn.
butter on the
It's a
cheeks.
funny date food.
Because I do.
Lady, have yourself some corn on the cob.
How can you eat that? Like, it's hard to eat
yeah.
corn
Do you
on the
know,
cob.
You
I feel
can't do
like-
it sexy.
No.
And you have to be with someone a certain amount of time before you can be like, hey, do you got any of that stuck in your teeth?
Right.
You know, and it's like
Exactly.
watching someone with a
It's
toothpick.
the worst.
Oh, yeah.
Ever.
No, that's marriage. That is marriage.
Yeah.
Right. Long-term relationship.
Long-term.
Cheeks were shiny from the butter.
Oh, wow.
Like the whole-
butter.
That's it. We're done.
I was I will never sleep with you again.
Yeah. Yeah. You knew. You knew.
Someone said I broke up with a guy because of his long toenails.
No.
You got to keep those things under wraps, huh, Dave? You got to
Yeah.
get married first before you
You
bust
were
those bad
married,
boys out.
so-
I was married when Amber discovered.
I mean,
my...
could you even imagine, Lise? You're dating a guy and then he cuts your
Rips your
sheets.
sheets.
Cuts your
Like,
sheets.
what happened to my sheets?
Oh, I'm sorry. My toenails are super long and I cut through your sheets. Gone. Gone. You gotta. Those are married toes.
Yeah, exactly. That would be
Yeah,
bad.
my Velociraptor feet did cause some trouble.
Oh man, yeah.
Jason, this hurts. I couldn't date a guy because he had a peanut allergy. I realized I love peanut butter too much.
Yeah, it would be hard.
I'll be honest.
That
I
would be
can
really
understand
hard.
it. I
I
get it.
can.
riddance.
I just had
Yeah.
peanut butter this morning. I get it.
This is
Listen,
not my fault.
you're just not a match. You know, we're not a match.
No.
Can't control it.
We're not a match.
Gotta
I'm
have
sorry.
the peanut butter love.
In the same, I put. Oh God, I can't even. I won't even say it.
What?
No, like to me, I put it in the same category as finding out someone is bipolar. Where I'm like,
Oh, you're bipolar?
I
wouldn't
do.
go
I
that
do.
far.
Because
Now
I
you're on your
no,
own on that
'cause-
thought.
Okay,
What?
here it is.
That's
this is why.
crazy.
No, this is why.
It's an
Because
uncontrollable allergy.
for both of them are kind of uncontrollable.
Yeah,
My
they are.
whole thing
They
is I understand that you need constant care and someone to pay attention at all times and be there, and I just can't be
It's
that
just
person.
peanuts and
I
peanut
can't.
butter.
I can't.
But
Wow.
It's the same. I don't
It's
know
not the
why I
same,
put it.
right?
It's not the same, but for me personally, if I am like talking to someone and then they were like, "Oh, and I'm bipolar," I'm like, I gotta go. I've dealt with
Right.
it in my life. I'm not ever doing it again.
Sorry, Jason.
And
You and him will never be together.
And also, I would just be like, "Oh man, like I know I'd screw it up. I'd buy the wrong thing and I'd kill you."
I know you want to lather me in peanut butter and lick it off me. We can find some other foods.
You
Whoever
told me
this
we were not
texter is.
allowed
Not
to do
you, the texter.
Oh.
not you. Whoever
I thought it was
texted in
me.
about
I thought it was me again.
What's happening right
I don't
now?
want any part of that.
What have you two been texting each other?
Whoever's
He
texting
always
us.
says no. Bipolar.
Ooh, we have a bipolar peanut allergy listener who realizes she has no chance with you.
No, you don't. You have zero chance. You have absolutely zero chance. There's someone out there for you, though, and I believe that there is, but it's not me. It ain't me, babe. Baby.
baby.
It ain't me, baby.
Broke up with a guy because the head of his penis looked like a sharpened crayon. What?
You know,
She said I just couldn't get down with it.
He's got to get that looked at or something.
he's got to get some Botox or something in there, some injections.
What?
Well, there's all sorts of different types.
What? Have you ever seen a crayon wiener?
I've seen a lot of porn in my day, and there are some weird shapes. It's one of the shapes, I think, where it goes like this at the end.
What?
Yeah.
I can't believe.
Well, I don't know if you're going to find a crayon.
Crayon-shaped penis. I'm going to see if any.
Well, they have penis crayons.
Yeah, that's the problem.
Yeah. There is a style where it's thicker in the girth, but then the head goes
To a point?
small and to a point. Yeah. There's many people who have it.
Wow. I broke up with a girl after she pooped in my powder room with a demon of a turd. It stunk up my first floor
God.
so bad, we were done.
I mean, okay.
Oh.
I don't know how early
People
on it
poop,
has
everyone
to. I know,
poops.
but
Yeah,
there is
but-
a limit. Like,
It can be early on, too early on in
Too-
the relationship.
too
Early on
early.
to poop?
too early for a stinky turd. I mean, I can understand.
Maybe she didn't know it was going to be a stinky turd.
Oh, don't you take every precaution?
Yeah.
I
Is
would.
there a window? Is there
I
air freshener?
would have done
a
everything.
Match?
I'd
Anything.
light a fire. I have taken. Lise, if you don't think that I've taken a piece of paper towel.
Oh my God!
set it on fire.
Don't set the
'Cause
place
it's
on
bad.
fire.
I will.
crazy.
I
No,
will. I'll
just-
set it on fire.
No,
I'll burn that place to
poop
the
smells
ground.
better than fire.
No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't.
Poop smell goes away.
Because people
Fire
are like, "Oh, is that a
destroys."
campfire?" No, it's not a campfire.
I burnt paper too.
Oh yeah,
Really?
burn it.
I
Oh
burned
my
paper.
God.
Burn
You're
it.
Toilet paper.
nuts.
I have no problem burning it. Yep.
Just
Then
expelling
you got
waste.
you got the wire, the water right there. Just
Right.
turn it on and it's out, and we're good. I will burn a place almost to the ground.
You're crazy.
I
more
could not
here.
handle a smelly girl turd early on. I couldn't handle it.
As I wouldn't want them to handle my turds
Exactly.
early
I
on.
have the decency. I have the decency to light a fire.
I expect no girl to handle my turds early on.
Listen, even if I was dating someone for a long time and I knew that I was in a state of the stinkiest turds, I would be like, I would not feel comfortable.
I drove all the way to the grocery store to poop just so
See?
she didn't
Oh
have
my
to
God.
smell it.
See?
That's
So
with my
smart.
current wife.
Yep, so
I
smart.
was like, I'll be right back. Gotta go pick something up.
So smart.
A little studio apartment.
Yeah.
No way I'm doing it.
No way. What a risk.
Finally broke up with a girl I dated for a few months after I went to meet her mother, and her mother looked like Alice Cooper.
Oh my God, that would be your future.
Right?
That would be,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah,
Because
because-
if you marry her, one day you'll come home to Alice Cooper.
Yeah, that is wild.
You got the Alice Cooper genes, my lady.
I mean, you gotta pay real attention to the genes. You gotta look at mom and know what you might get. You gotta take a gander and be like,
I
does
hope this
mom
guy's mom did everything that he was doing in this video.
came into
Open
the
the
room
door,
and
yeah.
smoke was behind her?
Hello.
Hey,
God.
hey, Alice.
Hey, Mom.
Mom's weird.
Yeah.
You got a strange lady mom.